We're breaking down another dance practice today, and this time it's a Psychic Fevers just like that. Y'all know this song's a banger. Y'all know they're fun to watch. They got that swag. And I actually broke down their other song, Temperature, or at least their choreography video for that song. So go and check that out. Let's go and break this one down. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's go, baby. So what I like about this dance practice is the way that they just dance so effortlessly. And I'm gonna explain why they look like they're always dancing effortlessly, if that makes sense. So I kind of want to go over that beginning part real quick. I like the fact that they started in a circular formation and they hit the instrumentals in the back as the bass drops hits. They use choreo to get to this window formation where they get to this window formation, and then eventually they get to this pyramid formation here. What I think is cool is that we've gotten at least 3 formations before 30 seconds into the video, and love that. I love how the way that it starts. And the way that I was talking about earlier with the effortlessness is that it actually comes from their facials. You'll see that they don't really apply a lot of energy in a lot of the moves. However, they're still fully committing to these moves. Want to point it out there, so that's why they look like they're dancing like it's so easy for them. Whoever came up with this staging right here, I love that part. I love that part because he gets to center, right? He starts doing the footwork, and the way that everybody catches on is the footwork as well. But at the same time, they don't stay in the column formation, but rather spread out instead. Oh my God. Genius. Genius. Yeah, and I love how they use choreo to get to their spots and formations. I'm gonna go and point that out there as well. I don't know. I know the effect that they're trying to go for here, but it might have just been a little too fast. If they hit the head snapping a little sharper, the effect will be easier to read, but I know what they were going for there. When he gets centered in the back and he does this like finger thing, he controls the members' heads to create that effect. Love effects like those. Those are commonly used in a lot of dance teams when someone's center and they control all the members. Commonly used all the time. And with this one, I think they just needed to hit the head snapping just a tiny bit sharper to make the effect read much like bigger or translate better. Still good though. Fuck, I'm gonna pause again. What I want to point out too is how they got to their spots here. It's playful. Look at this. Like nothing complicated. It's just playful. Nice, I like that. So what I like about this part is that the little stomping part that they do later on, right? What I like is that a lot of the dancing that they're doing is not necessarily hitting a bunch of combos, being super intricate, but rather flowing through the music that they have. And like I said, the song's a banger, right? And you want to sing along, and it's very continuous. And the choreo matches in the way that the song actually is meant to feel, which is good. They're not just putting choreo to just have choreo in there. This is a unique formation. I haven't seen in a while, like a diagonal formation where someone is center. So he's center, but he's not really in the diagonal formation, but everybody else is. I like that. I haven't seen that in a while, to be honest. Ooh, so smooth. Alright, before we get to the chorus, I know I've been pausing so much, but there's so much details that like I keep seeing as I watch this over and over again. In this part before the chorus, there's a like instrumental that they hit, that ding ding ding. I can't replicate the sound, but I'm gonna point it out for you. I'm gonna go and play it again, but they do something with their hands, and it's right before the chorus. And I don't want to like talk over it just so you guys can see it, but I'm a point as I go, or I'll just zoom in the video so that way you guys can hear it. I'm gonna rewind one more time. That part. The chorus is so catchy, bro. in the way that they dance the chorus, it's just super vibey, and it's not like let's try hard. And the thing is, like, with a song like this, you don't really want to make it look like you're trying hard, especially if you're trying to cover this dance, right? You don't want to look like you're struggling in the goddamn song, because the song itself is just so, like, one of those catchy songs, and when you hear it and when you dance along with it, it's more just like super vibey, right? And there's no reason to try super hard in this song. But I'm gonna point out a little bit of stuff that I saw in the chorus, and I don't think Psychic Fever was trying to go for like a super synchronized look, because if you pay attention to the chorus here, the pathways of them going down from, like, they have this arm thing, right, in the choreo, and the way that they go down, some of them will have different pathways of going down. So it'll look like they're not totally synchronized. And that's completely okay, because I think what they were trying to go for is more so like their styles of dancing in like individuality, rather than just looking exactly the same all at once. Because I've seen their other core, like Temperature. Their Temperature is like more for the synchronized part, but this one, I think Just Like That is more for personality. So we're gonna go back. The pictures are there, textures are there, but like especially that part, they just go down a little bit differently, but that's all right. It's the pathways, I feel like, that wasn't clarified, but I don't think they were trying to go for like a completely synchronized look. And what I like about this too, though, is that if you're paying attention, they are not going that full out. They're not going that full out. I like this head part that they do here. I think they hit basses in the back. It's really hard to hear if the music is not overlaid, but I think they hit basses in the back here. Yeah, it's like a head and then chest roll. And I think this is the part where they kind of apply more energy into their choreo, and it might be because of the way that he raps and the cadence, right? Because it's a little bit more aggressive. So if we get to his part, his little section, they're gonna start applying a little bit more energy in a lot of the moves, mainly because I think that's what they're trying to go for his section. And I like how they're moving around a lot and using the spacing around them. And it's just so much attitude. I love that. Hitting the little sounds in there with the elbows, like that. I actually want to point out, right before we move on too, I'm going to point out the, right after the elbow part, there's a really good reveal here. Good reveal there. Little groove. That's a good contrast from the groove that we just got right now. So I'm actually going to go back. I think what's cool about this part too is that they'll groove it out here. And so what's cool is that we're getting like a slow groove, and then they'll switch it up on us and have this intricate combo right after. That fast part right there. Yeah. It's just good to kind of keep your audience engaged, because you don't want to get bored, right? Love how in this little part here they play around with formation effects. So I think if we go back right here, they do this like line formation, and they all kind of expand out on the sides to create this like cool visual effect for us. Right here. That's cool. They get into this line, they all connect, do a little wave thing. And if you do want to get creative with a lot of your formations too, you want to use the bodies of your dancers, right? So if you're not trying to make them do choreo exactly, doing something like that where you connect your dancers, or maybe even get in a line like that and just have everyone expand out on the sides, it's just simple ways to kind of get like this visually appealing effects without having to try too hard of like, what kind of effects can I do? Simple effects like that can go a long way, because you can get creative, and the amount of things that you can do with those is pretty much like a lot. So and so what I want to further explain with the chorus too, it's very continuous. There's not really like a The only resting points you have is like the slower parts of the actual chorus. Just like that. It's so groovy too. Like, I think that's the reason why I like the chorus a lot, is that it's not so combo heavy. Loving this dance break right here at the end. They turn it up a notch for us. Love that. So I'm gonna go back to just in that entire last dance break because, so I'm gonna pause it, right? So I love how they kind of pretty much turn it up a notch at the very last part of the song, just because we are getting this groovy part of the chorus, right? And then once we get to pretty much the last stretch, they do this intricate combo. They speed up the actual choreo and they hit like musicality in the back that you may not have heard in the song earlier. So I think what's cool is that they switch it up on us, and again, this is a good way to keep your audience engaged because, like, oh my god, they didn't do the after the chorus, they did something different. It's also footwork heavy as well. And what I like about this group is that they have really strong footwork, if you guys haven't noticed yet. So vibey. Love this song. Love to dance practice. Watching Psychic Fever is just, for me, is really fun because the songs that they have, at least the 2 songs that I've listened to so far on repeat, Temperature and Just Like That, it just makes me feel cool. I don't know what it is. And then watching them dance and just watching them do the choreo so effortlessly, where they're not making this super animated facials, they're getting to their spots pretty seamlessly. It's just like, it's a fun watch. And you know, I'm glad that I found this group off of TikTok or just social media in general, because if it wasn't for social media, I wouldn't have been able to see this group or discover this group. So if you guys are Psychic Fever stans, yo, let me know in the comments down below. Oh, I tried to actually post the Habanero, the music video, but unfortunately that was blocked and I can't post that reaction. But I'm sure there's gonna be other dance practices that I can break down from them in the future. Go and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.